Out of here. All right, so we got it connected, and Windows works. So that means I got power in the battery, which is great because it's freaking hot in here. Reminds me of being in the box of our old cockshot tractors in the farms. You know, we had small farms, small equipment, so we never really had air conditioning and that. So you picked your poison, dust or air. Okay, but you got heat. If you had the windows closed, you baked. Okay, it was like hot boxing, but you were the hot and the box in the box. Anyways, if you had the windows open, yeah, you got a little bit of breeze because it's always windy in southeast Saskatchewan, but the dust, okay, the dust. Anyways, and there back then, speaking of the dust, there was no mask debate. Actually, you should say that 3 times. Mask debate. Mask. Okay. Anyways, try it. Uh, where was I? Oh, right. Okay. So, anyways, when you're doing that kind of work, you know, where you're in the granary, there was no great math debate. You know, there wasn't. Nobody was debating math. And there's math debates out there. I just hate. I don't know why everybody's having these math debates in public. But anyways, because you really shouldn't be doing that in public. You should really be just your own business, right? You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask? Wear a mask, right? But you know, sometimes you gotta just suck it up and wear it just for the good of somebody else. Like someone I know refuses to wear a mask all the time, but her mother's in the hospital, and now her mother's in ICU, and she has realized, you know, because the hospital is forcing her to do it, but for the sake of seeing her mother, she's gonna suck it up and put on the damn mask. Okay. Just because you do that once isn't going to change your political. You're not going to have to all of a sudden go on the sidelines and, you know, be in a penalty box or something like that. No, you can just, you know, everybody needs to just give a little bit on the other side. Anyways, where was it? Oh yeah, on the tractor. It'd be a hot day like this, sometimes a little bit hungover. Anyways, yeah, you would wear a mask. You'd wear a dust mask, right? And the filter in the granary and stuff shoveling. You had to, man. You really did. I mean, that's my brother. My younger brother Robbie. Jason. I have 2 younger brothers, Robbie and Jason. And my older sisters, Patty and Mickey. Well, Mickey and Patty. And funny thing about Patty is that, well, Patty and Mickey, they both still live in Regina, right? And that's with an R, Regina. So, anyways, they lived there, both, you know, Patty's 3 years older than me, then Mickey 3 years older than Patty, right? Mickey is the eldest. And now with my mom, sadly gone for over 20 years now, she thinks she's the matriarch anyways. But my sister Patty, she don't give no shit or take no shit, you know. But anyways, I'll get back to the story about them later. But anyways, the story about this that's really funny is what I want to tell right now is because um, Mickey don't like dogs. Okay, doesn't care for them, never has. We used to have this poodle named Mitzi. It was Patty's dog for sure. If Mitzi was on my bed, you know, I'd say, Mitzi, come on, get off the table. She'd like give me this growl, this little white poodle. I'd say, yeah, chill, I'll go down in the basement. That's fine. You know, I was so afraid of her, but you know, I also was the only one that could take her on her last ride, if you know what I mean. Where was I? Okay, so same thing happened to my sister Patty. Her dog died. So she and her partner Jay, and by the way, we all met. I know Jay and many of us, my sisters, Brian, you know, Brian Baker, you know, all of us, Mickey Krueger, you know, Patty J, Wilmot, you know, and even the nieces, right? We all worked at the keg, you know, at the same time, the keg and Cleaver at the time. You know, one of the best steakhouses around, and it's still there today. I love this keg, especially the escargot. Love it. Anyways, love the butter you dip into it. Yeah. Oh, the dog. So Patty's dog dies, right? And then, why is my car not running? Oh, okay. Yeah. Then it's still recharging up. Okay. So their dog dies, and then they get a new dog, and its name is like, I don't know, Riley or something like that, right? And it just didn't sound right for them, right? And they wanted something more like clicky, so they're, oh, by the way, we all refer to my older sister Michelle. You might have heard me say that already. We just naturally say it. So Michelle is Mickey to all of us and many of our friends and that, and Regina. So like they see each other often, right? So Thanksgiving, all kinds of time, all the time. So anyways, yeah, Mickey doesn't like dogs. So they're thinking we need to have this dog, right? And again, we need a dog that's a snappy name, something clicky, right? So my sister's thinking, and her husband agrees because he always does with my sister. Because why wouldn't you? Because you don't want to mess with Patty. Anyways, so they think, why don't we name the dog Mickey? Sounds good to me. But we can't offend our sister Mickey, so we'll spell it different. We'll go EY, like Mickey. Oh, hey, by the way, do you know that all kinds of people in this world, like COVID is affecting all kinds of people? Even on the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Loved going there with the kids. Been to Disneyland in California a couple times with them. That's another story in itself, how I actually got there. Never been to the Florida one. I would like to go. But anyways, happiest place on earth. Even there's divorce. Like, for example, Mickey and Minnie, of all people, are actually getting a divorce. I know I couldn't believe it either, right? And they were actually, well, it's complete, right? So they're at the court, and the judge is saying, he says, Mr. Mouse, you do realize that insanity is not grounds for divorce. And Mickey said to the judge, he didn't even have to say this. He could have let his lawyer say all of this. And he said, Judge, no, he said it like this. He said, I can't even do that. He said, I didn't say she was insane. I said she was fucking goofy. So, yeah, so they named the dog Mickey. EY. M-I-C-K-E-Y. Or not Mickey. They named it with an I. I can't remember which. But anyways, it is different. So you can imagine they're getting together at the Thanksgiving table and they go, Mickey the dog, as dogs do. It's a big dog. Might get up and try and take a leg off the turkey. They'll say, Mickey, get off the table, Or actually, they're kind of anal with their dog. So they actually, Patty has Jay do this, and they actually wipe the dog's ass after it's gone out. I'm not doing that. That's no story. Okay, deal with the car. So, got the battery hurt up. Strange thing, no click. Mystery continues. So, we're going to fire it up. Okay, beautiful. So we'll let it run for a while, safely take out the cables, and we'll park it over there, charge it over there. Don't get shit for not being in Martin's Expo, but things go. Okay, talk to you later, over and out. Bye. Okay, problem solved. Like, Max just like magically, the problem is no longer there. Huh? Thank you, Lord. Oh, that must have been St. Jude. St. Jude is the patron saint of lost causes. And good for parking spaces. The other saint you want to employ often, because I do, is when you lose something, you pray to St. Anthony, right? It just works. My mom taught me that. I didn't believe, but you can believe or not, you can try or not, but next time you lose your phone, or he's give it a try, and he will help, but he's going to make you feel a little stupid because he has a sense of humor. Okay, talk to you later. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't have to say anything about anything until the end of the day, when I'm just chilling. Right? Yeah, I used to take the camera to my wife and say, oh, what time is it? 10 o'clock. She's going to be here in half an hour. Haven't seen her since Tuesday when we handed over the case. She wasn't happy with me, all the stuff that was still in the garage. But I told her, get it done. Get it done nearly on time. And it was nearly on time. Only 2.5 hours late. Okay, bye.